Are you the leader of the or your free world? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our final leadership idiom for this series is the leader of the free world. Now, the leader of the free world came about during the Cold War, about 1945 to 1992. It was popular and pretty appropriately used to describe the President of the United States or the United States of America itself, especially when it came to international policies and things like that. In actually November of 1948, Barbara Ward, a British economist, wrote in the New York Times about the United States and the President of the United States being the leader of the free world. And because the United States has so much power and so much economic force, the United States and the President as a leader can begin a war, they can overturn legislature, they can build diplomatic relations with other countries across the world. The commander-in-chief position that the president and the role the president has is probably the biggest reason he's often been considered, since we haven't had a she yet, the leader of the free world. Now, with the Cold War ending and the fuzzing of different types of leadership and rule in various countries around the world, I think the whole leader of the free world designation is up for debate and under debate. But what it means is, to me, that you're the leader of your world, what you're creating, the leader of the business that you're creating to make the world a better place, of course, the leader, the unquestioned leader and driver of your organization, the business that you're creating to supersize and change the life you're trying to create. So how do you apply this to yourself, your business, and what you're trying to do in the world? I say let's just go back and review the characteristics of a good leader and ask ourselves, how do we rate ourselves, and how do we think other people would rate us on these characteristics? 10 or so characteristics, and we can add or subtract the ones that we believe should be part of the list. But it's just a list that I found early on in my research, and I think it's a pretty good list. I would add a few things, but it's up to you to decide and define each of these things for yourself and your business as you're growing and building and creating the business that you want to have. So what are these characteristics? I'll share. There were 9 on the list, but I made a 10th with about 4 things in it. So what are those? What are these characteristics of a good leader? Number 1, you got to be a good person. You have to ask yourself, am I honest? Am I trustworthy? Am I ethical? Am I moral? And based on what the mission, purpose, and principles of my organization are, the business that I'm creating are. Again, these are all individually designated and defined terms, just like a good person. A good person to me might not be a good person to you. So it's kind of a self-evaluation, a self-quiz, but also we look for evidence to show us if we are a good person, if we are trustworthy, if we are honest, if we are ethical, if we are moral. How do we behave even when other people aren't watching? That's a good indicator. If we behave differently when people are watching than when we're not, probably a good indicator that maybe we have some work to do in the good person category. Number 2, are you a visionary? On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you see in your mind's eye and paint a picture of that, what you see, for the people that are in your organization, that are helping you supersize and build the company that it is that you want to build? Number 3, are you flexible? How flexible are you? Good leaders are flexible. It's not a my way or the highway belief system and implementation. It's a flexible in the leadership style that you need to have depending on the task at hand, the job that needs to get done, the vision that you're painting, where your business is going. Number 4, are you courageous? Are you willing to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, try different things? Again, be open and flexible to the possibilities. Coffee time, cloggy throat. Excuse me. Number 5, are you customer focused? Do you focus on the people that you serve, the customers, as well as the other people in your organization that are helping you to create the vision of what it is that you want? Are you there to help and support and serve them in any way necessary to have your vision of your business become a reality? Are you, number 6, a great example? Do you set a great example? You know, so often we say, do as I say, not as I do. And if you're a parent or anyone else, you've figured out that that just doesn't work. You have to be a great example, not a good example, not a mediocre example, an absolutely awesome, outstanding example of everything you expect of other people and of what you expect of yourself. Number 7, are you curious? I would almost add creative and open to possibility again, about being curious. Do you look for answers to questions? Do you want to focus on solutions? Things like that. Number 8, you're a ferocious, or I'd like to say an advocate for the people or the ideas or the causes or what it is that you're creating with your business. Number 9, compassion. Are you compassionate? Are you a emotionally intelligent, compassionate human being? Are you kind? I think kindness and compassion go hand in hand. And then I added 10, and under 10 I put consistent, energetic, continuously improving, passionate or believe in what you're doing, dedicated, purposeful, etc. Those, whatever additional things you define as good leadership need to be on your list. And I think we need to go forward evaluating ourselves kind of on a continuous basis on these criteria, as well as the people that we're developing to be leaders in our organization. I think it's okay to hold other people to high standards and to the standards that we hold for ourselves, but I think first we have to demonstrate those standards. So curious what you think of this. How about the whole topic of the leader of the free world, the leader of your own world? Share in the comments below. Any questions? You can hit me up directly and message me. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow, and we are going to start a series that coincides with the next free Get Up and Go challenge. I do a 30-day Get Up and Go challenge that helps people to handle change and challenges that show up in their life in ways that become automatic and guarantee that they will always be better off after having encountered the change or challenge than before. And so to coincide with that, for the month of August, we are going to do idioms that are about change and about challenges. And I'm really looking forward to that because I think it's going to be fun. Give me some more insights into how I can use changes and challenges to supersize and grow my business. And I expect it will do the same for you. Have an absolutely amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.